Ladies and gentlemen, please throw your hands in the air for the greatest podcast on earth when it comes to music, sports, and culture. Disabled is Abled with your host, Eli and Fredy. So put your hands together if you are ready to get the show started. Let's go. Peace. Welcome to another episode of Disabled Playoff Edition.
Yes, sir.
We made it through the wild card. I am here with Eli. I'm filling in for Fredy, who's in Colombia.
Yes, they are playing their first game.
Game one, all right.
Of their playoff series. Best out of 7.
This is the Disabled is Able podcast where we put in that work.
Yes, sir.
We give you our insight. We share our vision. Mm-hmm. And we pick some games and we get this thing popping.
Yes, sir.
How you feel?
I feel good. Watched Wild Card. That was fun.
Yes, Wild Card was rather exciting.
I'm kind of sad, though.
Because Tom Brady's gone?
No, because eventually this is going to end and we're going to go into NBA, and I'm not that excited.
Yeah, I think...
This has been like the lowest feeling
for the NBA in a while.
I've never felt like...
But watch. They're gonna pump up LeBron.
Yeah.
To do the past Kareem.
Right.
The All-Star game is gonna be super exciting.
Oh, okay.
The trade deadline, they're gonna hype that up for a while.
Even though nothing's really gonna happen.
But they always gonna hype it.
Yeah.
And then you kind of get into that's all you have left is basketball.
Also, too, I think I'm in that limbo stage where there's a lot of teams that I didn't expect to be this high up at this point
Yep, that's a fact.
So, but we'll see what happens.
But new energy is always good.
Yeah, it's like a passing of the guards.
Because
players that I grew up watching are now getting to that age where they're
absolutely
exiting out.
Absolutely.
And I don't know how to really adapt and take it, but
we'll see. We'll see.
It's fine. You ready?
Let's get down to it.
You're listening to the sounds of Disabled is Abled podcast.
All right, going into NFL, play Super Wild Card. That's what they called it,
Super Wild Card. I like it.
We have the 49ers beating the Seahawks 41-23.
I don't think we were surprised by this outcome.
I wasn't necessarily. I wouldn't be surprised if there was an upset because these two are division rivals.
Yep. And they had a rookie quarterback.
Yeah. I was saying to my dad that Geno is more experienced than Brock.
And Seattle played a good first half of football, man.
They played good first 2.5 quarters.
Perfect.
Like
no
the first
turnovers,
half and then a little bit of third quarter.
No penalties. They kept the game close.
Yes. And there was a chance where I was looking like, oh, snap, Seattle might pull this out.
Yes.
Like you said, they played a great first half and 5 minutes of the third quarter. They got down into the red zone. And then that fumble by Nick Bosa was a critical one. I mean,
even
Joey.
before the fumble, there was a bad call.
Yeah, they called, what was it, illegal shift?
Yeah, an illegal shift or illegal man downfield. Now, this guy continued to move downfield 3 or 4 times during the game. So I don't know if he was a rookie,
right?
Number 67 of Seattle. Right. He just kept moving down the field.
And this is what I was saying, telling you. I was like, this is where the fix starts to happen. Because sometimes when you're the underdog, you ain't got nothing to lose. Like, Seattle had nothing to lose.
And they played like it. Yeah.
And when he punched it, like when he almost punched it in at the 8-yard line, then they want to call penalties.
Right.
False starts.
Yep. And then it went into the referee's hands. Not to say that the game was fixed,
but
when it's a close game,
like the way it was,
and like it was, and then you got to give Purdy some credit.
Yeah, because he did put up
astronomical numbers.
He put up 332 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, 3 touchdowns. He was the first one to run for 70 yards, throw for 3 touchdowns.
That was Daniel Jones.
Oh, that was Dan. Okay, I'm getting my stuff mixed up.
But
okay.
but he did have a great performance. And the 49ers are for real. I mean, it looks like once we got to the fourth quarter, they kind of calmed down.
Yeah, and then they imposed their will
and then,
with the running game and McCarthy and
McCaffrey, Kittle, and Debo.
And Debo just kind of went to work.
Yeah, did their thing.
So we're not surprised.
Not surprised,
at
but
the outcome of
good. Clap it up for Seattle.
Yeah, they had a good season. I think Geno has positioned himself to get a job or keep a job.
Right.
You know, he's going to the Pro Bowl after 7 years of being a journeyman.
Right.
Maybe he's found a home.
I will agree with that. And I do think Pete Carroll's not going to go anywhere.
No, and I think Pete Carroll has said he likes the city. I think the team can rebuild because once you make the playoffs, you know, you add a few pieces. That's the way football is.
Yeah.
You add a few pieces, and next thing you know, you're in good shape.
And I just hope that Geno keeps up the momentum, meaning like he started out strong.
Yes.
And then kind of fizzled out. I need him to consistently just stay strong and, you know.
And take it from there.
And take it from there. Second game, we had the Jaguars beat the Chargers 31-30.
Now, this was the weird game. This was the game where I tuned out. It was 27-7.
I pre-recorded
with 4 interceptions in the first half of this game, and I said Trevor Lawrence is just not ready.
Right.
I said I like this kid. He's got a very quick release.
Right.
He scans the field well.
Right.
I like Peterson, the coach.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Championship coach.
Caliber coach. But I said that maybe the moment is too big.
And I saw the same thing that you saw. I just saw it hours later. So I'm like flipping through the DVR, watching it.
Mm-hmm.
Once you got to 27, I was like, all right, cool. I'm turning this off. I'm watching something else. But I was just simming through the second half because I thought it was gonna be a blowout at this point. Then, unfortunately, my tape recorder cut off in the middle of the fourth quarter, and it was like 30-20. So then I go to YouTube. And I'm watching the fourth quarter on YouTube, and I'm like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
And then I'm realizing, oh my God, the Chargers, after having a 27-0 lead, only scored 3 points in the second half.
Yeah.
And he threw for 4 interceptions. And mind you, they scored off for like 2 out of 4, or maybe 3 out of 4 of those.
Yeah. They were capitalizing.
So then I'm like, and then you let the Jaguars scored 24 straight points.
Unheard of, unanswered.
And it was the touchdown before the half that kind of saved them a little bit.
Yes.
Because it reduced it to at least a 3-point.
Right. That was a big touchdown. Right before the half. Yeah.
And then it was not his second one, his third one. That 50-yard bomb.
Oh, yeah.
Touchdown.
Yeah.
I was
like it was a miscommunication.
I was like, they're about to lose.
And I got the ESPN alert that said, I said, this can't be right.
What did it say?
It said Jaguars win on last second kick. I'm like, wait, what?
Right.
So I was very surprised by that.
And I haven't seen a bad performance by a quarterback and still win the game.
Not that bad.
Since Brady threw 3 interceptions in the fourth quarter.
He threw 3 interceptions against the Packers. And still won. Yeah. So.
And unfortunately, clap it up for the Chargers first.
Yeah, but somebody got to get fired.
No, but I'm just clapping it up for their great. I mean,
somebody got to get fired.
I saw the pain in Darwin James's eyes.
Yeah.
Because he knows, first of all, as a defense, I'm putting 80% of the blame on the coach for the play calls.
A little bit of both.
And he's a defensive coach initially.
Here's the thing with that. Sometimes it's a natural response to let your foot off the gas.
Right.
You think the game is won before the game is won.
Right.
You up 27-7. Everybody's celebrating. All we got to do is now we're playing the clock.
Right.
And then something clicks on the other team. That momentum is a weird thing.
Yeah.
So you get a score, and you're like, all right, let's buckle down. And then a turnover goes somebody's way.
Right.
Next thing you know, all right, let's really focus and calm down. And momentum keeps growing and growing and growing. Now you find yourself in a game. It's almost like you got to win the game twice.
Yeah.
You win it early, and then usually you come back and win it late. But if you don't.
And the fact that they couldn't get a touchdown in the second half.
was telling.
Was critical.
And they couldn't run the ball. Run the ball eats the clock.
But they're 27th in running.
Yeah.
They were one of the worst teams. Except for when they came down to if they can get their running back in the red zone,
and then
it's different. So
you couldn't. It's hard to change your identity that late in the season. When we don't run the ball, that's not what got us here. What got us here is giving Justin Herbert the chances, shots down the field. Yeah.
And by the way, they was missing their number one offensive threat, Mike Woods. But that's part of the game.
But you up 27,
and you're still up 27. So I can't
win that game. You got to win that game.
What was I gonna say? Right. So 80% of it goes to the coach. He's a defensive coordinator playing a head coach.
Yes.
That's like Bill Belichick.
Right.
Normally, the defense pans out.
No, absolutely.
And I do agree with some people because some people are saying we don't give accountability to the quarterbacks because we either blame it on the defense or the coach. But I will agree, some of the accountability, some of the blame has to go to the quarterback.
Yeah, but if the quarterback is calling plays on his own,
right? Like to me, Peyton Manning would do that because he never had a great
like not to get ahead, but Brady threw the ball 60 times.
Right.
That's because his running game is so bad.
Right.
And you become predictable when you throw the ball that much.
Right.
So something to think about.
Yeah, but unfortunately, congratulations to the Jaguars because
they get to move on.
And Lawrence's Saturday undefeated streak lives on.
Yeah, did they beat the Chiefs this year?
Yeah. But they do play on Saturday.
We're going to see.
So, yeah. Third game, we had the Bills beating the Dolphins 34-31.
Bills beat the Dolphins. That was a closer game
than we anticipated. I do think, once again, the head coach of the Dolphins outplayed Sean McDermott.
Yes.
For the third time in a row.
Yes.
And I do believe 100% they had either Teddy Bridgewater or Tua.
They win that game. Yeah, because it came down to just a few mistakes down the end of the game in which they couldn't execute that Tua and Bridgewater would have executed.
Because there was a few times where Tyreek Hill was open and Waddle was open. Waddle just kept dropping the ball.
Yeah, he was dropping the ball early in a lot of plays. Yeah.
And I don't know if that was because it was possibly his first ever playoff game.
You never know.
But and I know Tyreek was upset because he knows. And this is what I was talking about when the season started. For you to say that Tua was the same level as Patrick Mahomes, he's not.
Yeah, but maybe that was just him building his confidence.
No, I get that. Yeah, I get that. But you know as well as I do, if you're Tyreek, Patrick would have found you on half of those routes.
Absolutely.
But granted, Tua wasn't playing, so I can't really.
Yeah, really blame him.
It kind of been him.
You were in there with a third-string quarterback who basically did the best he could.
Right. And if I'm the Bills, happy that y'all won, but I'm a little.
And they won by 3, and that 3 could represent
DeMar.
Yeah, DeMar, Hamlin, or whatever. Yeah. So it's still.
But I would be a little concerned because those 2 interceptions were critical.
But they are playing
and
at home.
And the fumble.
They are playing at home, right?
They are for this week, yes.
Right. Okay.
But it's against Joe Burrow, so that's a different story. He ain't hurt. It ain't no second string.
Yeah, but they're at home.
They are at home.
Okay. All right.
But congrats to the Bills. They move on. Mm-hmm. Next game we had was the Giants versus the Vikings. This
game you picked the Giants.
I did pick the Giants.
I picked the Vikings, but I said I wouldn't be surprised if the Giants do win.
Right.
The Giants kind of manhandled them.
Yeah, they definitely did.
And I never got the energy that the Vikings wanted to win that game.
Yeah, they kind of treated it like a regular season game.
Yeah, they didn't.
And it was weird.
They didn't up their intensity like this is
I didn't see Jefferson curse anybody out like, yo, what are we doing?
Yeah.
As the leader, as one of the leaders on that team, I never seen the urgency from Kirk Cousins.
He's very even-keeled. Yeah.
I said that from him. And it just was like...
And the Giants' formula has always been the Giants. If the Giants can run the ball,
right?
Their defense is always going to be solid. Now you saw their quarterback throw for 3 touchdowns and run for over 70 yards. He was running in the first half as if that was a part of the game plan.
Right. And
I mean, they saw something on tape.
And I mean, they saw something on tape.
He was getting 15 yards a chunk.
Yeah. And
16 yards a chunk.
And like what my dad was saying earlier, he is the first quarterback to throw for 300 yards, get 2 passing touchdowns, and rush for 70 yards.
Yeah, so kudos to him on that. You know what I mean? And this is the Giants' formula. They're underdogs. I like their coach.
Was we really surprised about the Vikings?
No. I just picked them because they were home. And
you thought that they were going to get over that huddle.
Yeah, I thought they would get over the huddle. And because they were 11-0 in one-score games this year.
They was.
So I said if it's close.
They was.
And it was. I said the Vikings will win.
And,
you know, it just didn't work out that way. So congrats to the Vikings on a playoff run.
Yeah, congrats to them. The next game we have is the Bengals versus the Ravens. I'm going to keep it a beam. If Lamar plays this game, I think the Ravens win.
Yeah.
Now, they lost.
Yeah.
But the way the Ravens...
And now remember, it's a division game.
Not only that, but you just played this team a week ago.
Yes.
So your game plan
They got
changes.
your rhythm on the... Yes.
And the Ravens, to me, 4 quarters outplayed them.
No. They did, except
for that last play.
Yes.
That very last play. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
They're at the goal line, and I believe
goal line. Yeah, Stan.
One of the Phil from NBC was saying, when you have all your players push you in, you don't have to jump over.
Right.
The line, because they're gonna push you in. There's they're not gonna let you hit the ground. They're not gonna let your knees hit the ground, no matter what.
And he stretched out. And he never made it over that line, and they knocked that ball out.
And they knocked the ball.
It was a 95-yard run the other way, and that was the difference in the ball game.
That was different, because that was, and Colin said that was a 14-point swing.
Yes. Not only that, they still had a chance, and then with the 2-minute drill,
you can see.
They executed it poorly. They kept getting in the huddle, and that's a no-huddle offense moment where you can catch the other team off guard, don't give them a chance to make the proper substitutions.
Right.
And so they just kind of lost it down the stretch.
Yeah.
But that's what happens when you get down to your third string.
Or
second string quarterback in a moment that's big like this. Because I knew the Ravens defensively would show up.
Right.
Because their coach don't play that.
John
Harbaugh was John
Harbaugh?
That's his name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he don't play that.
You're thinking about Jim.
You know what I mean? I was thinking about Jim.
Yeah.
He don't play that. So they come and they represent, and it's a division rivalry.
Yeah.
So,
and this is our 3rd time playing it.
So, see, Cincinnati escaped. But all you have to do is win, baby.
Yeah. And Joe Burrow did, he was a little stressed, but he did good enough.
And then he lost 2 offensive linemen again.
Oh.
So, you know, this could be a problem going into Buffalo. But
Right.
without Von Miller there to take advantage of that.
And that's what I told you earlier. I was saying, with that matchup, this is where they're going to miss Von Miller.
This is where Von Miller would come up and shine.
Right.
And maybe be the difference in a game of that magnitude.
And last game, we had the Cowboys beating the Buccaneers.
My Cowboys. They had me worried until 3 minutes left in the game. I'm sorry.
Why?
Because they're the Cowboys.
You really, when it was 24-0,
let me tell you. When it was 24-0, and Brady scored the touchdown, and they went for 2, I said, if he gets the 2, that means they're only down 2 scores.
Right.
And I said, it'll only take Dak to do Dak.
One
and throw a pick.
Right.
And then they'll go for 2 again.
Right.
And then they down 1 score, and then, you know, everybody will be on their edge.
Yeah.
But once we came down, and we dominated an old team that couldn't run the ball. So I don't want the Cowboy fans to get too high on this, because next week's journey is
going to be a monster.
Another beast in itself. But I am glad that finally you get a playoff win after 11 years.
Right. Oh, yeah. And a road win at that.
And a road win. It's been a long time since we got a road win.
Right. So
shout out to Cowboys on that win.
And Dak put up 305 yards and 4 touchdowns, no picks.
Yeah, no picks. He played clean. I thought the pressure that Brady was under, he threw 56 or 60 times.
Yeah.
That's a lot to have to throw the ball to even keep your team close.
Yeah, Micah Parsons was everywhere.
Yeah, he gave a parting speech. So I know he won't be in Tampa Bay next year.
He ain't coming back.
I'm not sure he'll retire.
I'm hearing there's a strong chance he might go to Las Vegas.
Okay.
That kind of suits Tom anyway. I think he was trying to go Remember, he was technically trying to go there originally.
Or Miami.
But John Gruden wasn't willing to take him and Gronk.
Yes, I remember. I would have took him and Gronk.
I would have too.
And Gronk's mother and his grandmother.
Yeah.
I said, suit them up. Suit them all up.
Because the defense is down, once again,
Yes.
for the Raiders. Okay, so real quick, the division round picks, who you taking. The first game we have is the Chiefs and the Jaguars.
I'm going to take the Chiefs because I think they're going to wind up going all the way unless they meet Buffalo. Give me the Chiefs 24-17. I think it's a close game. They win by a touchdown.
Okay, I'll have the same. I'm going to take the Chiefs. I'll take them by 14. I think they'll win by two touchdowns. Because I do expect Tyler to throw like a pick six or,
Okay.
a pick that changes the game. The second game we have is I believe the Giants.
This is going to be a very good game.
At Philly.
Yeah, this is going to be a good game. You know what? I'm going to take the Giants.
I will too.
I think
an
Philly
upset is coming.
Hurts got hurt at the wrong time.
Yeah. I don't think he's 100%.
I don't think he's 100%. I think the Giants playing that road game this week got them in tune.
Right.
I think they're built to go on it's a division rival.
Right.
You don't even have to take a plane.
And
you can just take a bus down to Philly.
And they played the last game of the season.
Yes.
So they know how to.
Yes.
They picked up on whatever mistakes.
Some nuances. I'm gonna take the Giants in an upset.
Yeah, and I think Barkley carries him. I think he runs for maybe 150 and a touchdown.
Yep. I'm gonna take the Giants in a close game. I'll take them by a field goal. I think they get the ball last.
Okay.
And Dan Jones gets them in position.
Right.
To kick the field goal.
I will agree with that. The third game we have is the Bengals at Buffalo on Sunday.
This is gonna be a tough one.
I'm gonna go based off a quarterback because to me the defense is about even.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think, now that you mentioned it, the fact that they won't have Von Miller is going to play a factor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take Joe Burrow. I think he's a better quarterback.
I'm going to take Buffalo because I think they're at home. I think it's going to be very cold. I think this is when Homie will make his appearance.
They play in Ohio.
Yeah, but they make his... Darman will make a physical appearance.
Oh, at the game, okay.
At the game, it will inspire them. I think they win by a field goal. I give them a field goal.
You give them a field goal? I'm going to take the Bengals by 14.
I take Buffalo by 3.
I'm going to take Bengals by 14. And the last game we have is the Cowboys at San Francisco. This one's going to me, depend on defense. Now, if your defense can pressure Brock, because he's a rookie, y'all going to win that game.
Right.
If Dak starts panicking and throwing picks, 49ers is going to win that game.
All right, I'm going to make a decision with my head and not my heart. My heart says the Cowboys, that's my squad.
Right.
The way they spanked us last year, you know what?
Wait, y'all played them last year in the playoffs? Or
they eliminated us last year in the playoffs in Dallas.
Oh, that's right.
They came into Dallas.
Oh, so this is personal.
And that's why I'm going to switch my pick. They look like they were more prepared and ready to win. I think Dallas wants this a little bit more. Give me Dallas by a touchdown.
Yeah,
I think they're going to redeem themselves.
I'm gonna take Dallas by 10, a touchdown, and a field goal.
Okay, all right. I'm taking Dallas, and then Dallas will have home court
against the Giants
with a chance to go to the Super Bowl.
And I ain't gonna hold you. I would love to see the Giants, Cowboys NFC Championship.
Yes, that would.
Because that means either Dallas goes to the Super Bowl or New York goes to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, can't lose.
So all right, those are our picks.
You're listening to the sounds of Disabled is Abled podcast.
NBA action. Joker is on the verge of winning his third MVP. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's just unstoppable.
He's looking unbelievable. And this would be the first time that if it does happen, it would be the first time since Larry Bryd, which is crazy.
Yeah, Larry Bryd won it 3 in a row. Yes.
Yeah. He's the last person
to win it 3 in a row.
To do that.
I think what Joker does for his team, his ability to pass the ball, shoot, rebound.
You can't go one-on-one on him because he'll
he's
just
super tough.
Yeah.
His IQ.
And remember, years ago, we used to criticize him by his weight. It looks like he
he looked like he slimmed down a little bit.
And he had a crazy step back three against.
He's poised to win. I'll throw Luka in there.
Yeah, if they can stay afloat.
And Embiid is always in the runnings.
Right. Giannis
is so, but right now.
Steph is turned into LeBron to where.
Tatum.
Yeah, Tatum.
I throw Tatum. He went for 51 last night.
Yeah, he did.
So you got to throw him in there, and he might get some votes.
I think Steph and like certain players like Steph, KD, and LeBron, they're
playing against themselves.
Yeah, at this point, it's just like, all right, we can't give it to y'all.
Right.
And Kobe said this a couple of years ago. He said the league is leading into a European style.
It is.
Because they're gonna have, for the first time, or they already did. If Luka wins it, they'll have 3 MVPs who are not even from the United States.
Yeah, with Giannis.
Joker, and then Luka. If Luka does win.
Absolutely.
LeBron put up 48 points against the Houston Rockets last night.
That up, and LeBron at his age, at 38 years old, and one of the players approached him when the game started and said, "You played with my dad."
Against my dad.
Yeah, against my dad. The very first game you played, and LeBron said, "Why you gonna do that to me?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm that old.
But you, at that point...
Not only that, he played with another player's dad on that team. And the coach he played with, Silas, was his first coach. The dad of this head coach of the Rockets was LeBron's first coach.
At that point, though, don't you think you should just hang it up? Like, if I'm playing against...
If I'm getting 48 points a game, why would I hang it up?
Well, no, I mean, he's not... No, I'm just saying normally a normal player would do that.
He's not normal.
He's not normal, and obviously he wants to break that record now.
Yeah. So he's 350 points away.
Yeah, somebody
It's
did
about 10 games.
Somebody did the calculations on that. It would be against Milwaukee, February 9th.
Yeah, about 10 games, 12 games. That's different, but he's already the all-time combined playoff and regular season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if they don't do it against Milwaukee, against TNT, the next thing would be against my team, Golden State.
I like it.
So, those are the projections. It might happen sooner or later. Tatum surpasses Larry Bryd for the most 50-point games as a Boston Celtic.
Gotta clap that up. That is huge.
He dropped, I think, 51 yesterday on Martin Luther King Day.
Dr. King Day, yes.
That is huge. He's been putting
My problem with him is always going to be when they bring that elite defense in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Is he going to stand strong?
Right.
Or is he going to start flailing
folding.
and folding? That's my only concern.
Yeah.
Regular season is never an issue.
Yeah, I will agree. But he's been putting up amazing numbers. He put up a lot of 50 and 40
yeah. All that's,
this season.
All that's good in the regular season.
Yeah.
You got to do that in the playoffs because everybody you face in the playoffs, beyond maybe the first round.
Right.
It's very tough.
But last year it was Brooklyn. Brooklyn was giving them a bat. All 4. Y'all forget that Brooklyn matchup was close all 4 games.
It was.
It was a last second buzzer beater.
Yeah.
It was a lot
and it just went left from there. No, absolutely.
Warriors beat the Wizards on the road. Curry drops 41 points.
All right, clap that up for Curry. Still putting numbers up.
He's getting his groove back from coming back from the injury.
I'm hearing y'all might go for Caruso in a trade or something.
I don't know who you trade for him now, but I'll be fine with that for defensive purposes.
Now, let me ask you, do you think y'all should have took LaMelo instead of Wiseman?
No, I'm
number 2?
I'm going to tell you why. Because I was thinking about somebody, I saw it in the same video. The reason why is because of what Wiggins did throughout that season, talking about last year, and during the playoffs.
And they kind of play the same position.
Yeah, no, they don't play the same style, though.
Right.
The position, sure. And we probably would have put him at the 2 just for Clay to be.
I think y'all should have took LaMelo. Just to have an extra ball handler.
But look, he wouldn't have done that defensive.
Wiseman didn't do nothing. He didn't.
He didn't. You're right. But that, did you?
What's the best ability?
You see what I'm talking about, though.
What's the best ability?
Yeah, but Wiggins was available.
Okay, no. Oh, so you mean y'all wouldn't have got Wiggins?
Wiggins was with us, but I don't think Wiggins would have bought into the team because he would have been like, yo, I'm a vet. sitting on the bench.
Got you.
To this rookie right now.
No, I get you. And it worked out because you got a ring, and Wiggins was your second best.
And Wiggins was the second best player, locking Tatum, Luka, and Ja down.
Yeah.
And giving us 8 rebounds and 18 points. That was.
And now he's playing like trash.
Because, granted, we would have honestly that trio would have put up a combined 60 points a night.
Yeah.
But it would have been no defense being played because Clay would have been just coming back.
Yeah.
Tatum LaMelo don't play defense, and Steph plays great off-ball defense.
Yeah.
So it worked out. And yeah, that's it, guys. Oh, last thing, sorry. Memphis has won 10 in a row.
Memphis is going to have to prove it in the playoffs to me, too.
Yeah, same thing.
Regular season look good. Ja Morant is doing these posterizing dunks, flying above the...
They talk so much crap.
Not to have won anything.
And I hate that.
And that bothers me because those teams usually don't win.
That's my point. That's part of my hatred for Chris Paul. Because all his teams do that.
And they don't win.
Yeah, and they're folding.
Yeah, win something. Yeah.
And it's not like teams like that are going to fold in either the first or second round.
Yeah.
They won't even make it to at least the final 2 rounds.
I think Memphis will have a decent run, but remember, it's all about matchups.
Yeah.
If they face the wrong matchup team,
it's going to be a problem. And their season, their team all operates on if Ja can stay healthy, and that's rare.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah.
You're listening to the sounds of Disabled is Abled podcast.
Okay.
Culture, a University of Georgia football player and staff member dies in a car crash after celebrating.
What was his name? Do you know his name? I forget his name.
Do not remember at the time.
We talked about him on my squad. Our condolences go out to his family.
Friends and family.
Family and friends. It was 2 a.m. It was a car crash. I'm not sure if there was drinking involved. I hope not.
Right.
Somebody said that road is just a bad road
to be driving
be driving on if you don't understand the terrain of the road. Do you have his name? You know what I'm saying? So we could.
And very unfortunate after coming off of a big.
Yes.
National championship.
Holding up the national championship, the national title, big dreams.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe perhaps of going pro.
Right.
Devin Willock. So our condolences go out to the family of Devin Willock and the other staff member and her family. And, hope everything is okay.
Yeah.
Last of the U.S. is the highest rated TV show.
Oh, yeah, sorry. The Last of Us.
Oh, Last of Us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. The Last of Us is the highest rated TV show ever on IMDB.
What is that?
It's, I think, a streaming app.
But what's the show?
Oh, the show is basically, it's a zombie apocalypse.
Oh, okay.
End of the world, and the thesis of it is this particular, one of the lead characters, they have a certain type of blood to save humanity. So everybody wants her.
Yeah, so they're trying to move her from city to city.
Yeah.
Because she's very dangerous.
Dangerous, right. And she can, save the earth and whatnot.
I like it.
But yeah.
IMDb is the Internet Movie Database.
Oh, it's the
Internet Movie Database. Gotcha. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Kanye got married over the weekend.
Shout out to Kanye. He found him a new wife. I don't want to get into the details.
Yes.
That's his business.
Yes, it is. Congratulations. It is what it is. As long as he's happy. Yes. That's all that really matters. Real quick, I didn't write this down, but how do you feel about Lori Harvey's new man?
I think Lori Harvey needs to slow down.
Okay.
A little bit. And
the only reason why I'm asking this is because, for context, people, him and Michael B. Jordan do know of each other.
Yep.
So it kind of made it seem like
it was passing her along,
right? Or like, was you waiting for me to break up?
Or you snaked up? Yeah, you snaked me.
Right.
You waiting for? Yeah, Yeah, but she's a celebrity.
Right. And celebrities do this all the time.
Yeah, and I just think she needs to slow down before her name doesn't have any value. Her name has value now.
Right.
I wish her the best. This is celebrity stuff.
Yeah. most likely agree with you, so I don't have nothing to say. I did find that a bit,
Yeah.
so, uneasy. It's
Crazy.
like, were you just waiting for me to...
Yeah, you scheming on me?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, that would be cool, but, it is what it is. And last but not least, I can't pronounce.
Lisa Presley.
Lisa Presley.
Famous daughter of the world famous iconic
Elvis Presley.
Elvis Presley.
Has passed away at the age of 54.
Yep. So our condolences go out to her, her family.
Sorry, I keep sliding back. Did not know that she dated and was married to Michael Jackson. That bugged me out.
Yeah. Her and Michael got it in for a little while. Michael was a playboy.
He was. And they did look happy together. Like when I saw the video, bugged me out. The fact
But
that
it was hard for two iconic people of that magnitude to kind of get together.
And they were both on drugs, so it was,
it was one of those kind of things.
But yeah, her memorial services is on Sunday. So
we wish her well. Where can we be reached?
We can be reached on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter at Disabled Podcast. Hit the comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification when we upload. And this is the Disabled Podcast, people.
We out of here.
We're out of here. See you
Ladies
guys.
and gentlemen, please throw your hands in the air for the greatest podcast on earth when it comes to music, sports, and culture. Disabled is Abled with your host, Eli and Fredy. So put your hands